Hey everybody, Moarhammer here. I've got another battle report for you. It's 1000 points using the General's Handbook of my Khorne Bloodbound against a Deathrattle force. So sit back and I'll get right into it right after the army breakdown. So here is a picture of deployment, and on my side, on the far left, I've got a unit of 5 Wrathmongers, then I've got 10 Blood Reavers, then Scar Bloodwrath, then on the kind of opposite side, I've got a Blood Secrator right in the middle there, a unit of 5 Skull Reapers, a unit of 10 Blood Warriors, then behind them, a Skull Grinder and an Aspiring Deathbringer. So a pretty decent force. On his side, starting on kind of the far left, he's got a unit of, kind of in the middle behind the Realm Gate thing, he's got a unit of 20 Skeletons. Then just to the right of them, he's got a White King with Standard and a White King with the Black Axe. Then he's got 2 units of 10 Grave Guard, one with Sword and Board and one with Great Weapons. And then he's got a unit of 10 Black Knights, and I was a bit worried about them. As far as the mission goes, we are playing mission number 2, I believe, the one where there are 4 objectives in each kind of centre of each part, each quarter. And you score the number of points depending on how, just going to the end of each turn if you hold them. And if you hold all 4 of them after the 3rd battle round, you automatically win. So there you go. I believe he finished deploying first, and he let me go first, which is fair enough. So I charged forward like this. It's pretty unsubtle. I do plant my banner. I decided I'm going to keep my Blood Reavers on that objective, just so they're holding that one. And Scar and the Wrathmongers are going on the left-hand side, and my bulk is going to go straight for the Graveguard. I was a bit worried about the Black Knights. I know how tanky they can be, but I was hoping I could either draw them out or kind of disrupt them somehow. So this is all the rest of my turn. In his turn, he does pretty much absolutely nothing. He moves his Black Knights a little bit. I didn't actually take a picture of it. He moves his Black Knights a little bit, but it really is very little happens. So he goes to the initiative roll off, which I win, and I do this. I charge forward with Scar. He's quite close to the skeletons now, and my Wrathmongers come forward as well, and then my Blood Warriors and Skull Reapers on the right hand side. Again, they're kind of moving around carefully. I don't want to take a full front charge from those Black Knights. So we'll see what happens there. In the charge phase, I'll try to get my Wrathmongers and Scar into the Skeleton Warriors, and only Scar makes it. So he charges headlong through that Realm Gate in an interesting display and slams straight into the Skeletons. And even though I know he wouldn't kill them all, it would still be a lot of fun. And it was. I used the Bloodstorm Blade attacks. I get 20 attacks. I managed to hit. They're all within 3 inches, which is pretty nice. And I brutalised 10 of them, which is not bad at all. He does then pile in and manages to kill me. I had like 5 saves to make, and I failed all of them. It was fantastic. And he loses an extra 1 or 2 to Battle Shock. Actually, he loses 4 or 5 to Battle Shock. It was quite a nice one. But in the Battle Shock phase, because more than 8 models have died in that turn, I get to roll for Scar to come back on, and he does. So you can see there's only 4 skeletons left now, so I'd sowed 5 to die from Battle Shock, or 6 even. And then Scar reappears right behind them, ready to go right into his turn. And he's decided he really needs to deal with Scar, so he sends the Black Knights after them, which is actually quite good for me. So that means that I could charge forward with my Blood Warriors and Skull Reapers without fear of them too much. Well, I hoped at least. He does get a whole bunch of the skeletons back. He rolls a 4 or 5, so he gets a whole bunch of them back. But then he does pretty much no other movements, so he slams his Black Knights straight into Scar. And it doesn't go well for me. He basically gets run over. So yeah, that was that. But in the Battle Shock phase, he does return again, which is fantastic. So I put him on the right hand side this time, and as far as my turn goes, I move stuff forward again. My Wrathmongers go up to the Realm Gate again to try and charge something. My Blood Warriors and Skull Reapers also move up to also try and charge some of the Grave God. It was a bit of a long charge, but fingers crossed I'd make it. So in the charge phase, like I said, I tried to charge. Scar managed to slam straight into the back of the Grave Guard. I wanted to get him as many as possible, so hopefully I could just bring them all down. And I don't do too bad. I kill 3 from one unit, 2 and 2 from another, which is okay by me. And then he piles in around Scar and just stabs him to death again. So yeah, that was a thing. So then we go into the initiative roll-off, and he wins it this time. So he gets a... No, sorry, this is the... Yeah, he wins it. So he doesn't get double turn, but he does win it. So he piles in around with his Black Knights around the Wrathmongers. I was a bit worried about that because while he probably wouldn't be able to do much against me, he would probably grind me out eventually. So I was a bit concerned about that. And the Graveguard kind of come forward a bit carefully, but not too much, which is okay by me. In the charge phase, his Black Knights slam into the Wrathmongers, and both units of Graveguard over here slam into the Blood Warriors. And I wasn't sure how this was going to go. It could go well, it could go badly, but we'll have to see how that goes. So he does attack with his Black Knights first, and he does pretty well. He's able to kill 2 Wrathmongers total and put 2 wounds onto another, which was pretty nasty. I wasn't too keen on that. But I then attack back with my Skull Grinder first. Actually, he piles in, attacks, and he manages to smash 4 of them apart, which is not bad going at all. These are the ones with the sword and board, so they're reducing number a bit more now. And then when he attacks with the sword and board guys straight back against the Blood Warriors, and he's able to kill 2 total. They do actually end up hitting back as they die and killing a couple more Graveguard. I think they kill 1 or 2, which is pretty good by me. And then my Skull Reapers come piling in. I could manage to get 3 of them into base contact, but they are +2 attacks each, 1 from the Bloodsecrated, 1 from the Aspiring Deathbringer's command ability. And they don't do bad at all. They kill all but 1 or 2 Graveguard, which is fantastic. Really, really good show by them. So it's quite happy about that. And then I pile with my Blood Warriors. I'm able to kill the remaining Great Weapon Graveguard and reduce the number of Sword and Board Graveguard to 1. There was only a single one left, which was fantastic. And then I subsequently pile in with my Deathbringer and smash him in his stupid face, and he goes down. So that's fantastic. It wasn't even my turn, and I just killed 2 units of Graveguard, which was fantastic. Really happy about that. So we jump into my turn, and I charge forward. I was hoping to go after his characters a bit now, so there's 2 White Kings left, and I was just going to put whatever I could into there. My Skull Grinder and Aspiring Deathbringer slam into the White King with Black Axe, and my Skull Grinder goes first and puts all but 2 wounds onto him, so he's taken 3 wounds, I think, total. But it is halved because of his armour of Barrows thingy, so he did actually take 6 wounds, so he should be dead. But he's got 2 wounds left. And he then does turn around and kill my general. It was brutal. Took 2 wounds off him, and then he's got a rule where, yes, if he rolls equal to or over the remaining wounds of a model, you just take him off. He did just that, so that was a bit worrisome. Everyone else around here failed their charge. I rolled like a double 1 for the Blood Warriors and a 4 for the Skull Reapers, so it was not the most impressive show in the world, but hey-ho. Then he attacks with his Black Knights again and is able to kill another Wrathmonger, which, again, as far as I'm not too fussed anymore, these guys are keeping these guys at bay, so I'm okay with that. So then we go into the initiative roll-off, and he wins it again, which is absolutely fine. He's not getting double turns or anything, so that's okay. And he kind of does a bit of a aggressive move, which is absolutely okay. His skeletons go towards the Skull Reapers, and his White King with Banner go towards the Blood Warriors. Let's try and get some closure here. His skeletons slam into the Skull Reapers, and they are so dead. Undead? So undead? So re-dead? I don't know. They're about to become not corpses. And then the White King with Banner charges into the Blood Warriors. He does do the skeletons first, as you might expect, but he doesn't do anything, and then when I retaliate, he just annihilates the entire unit. His White King equally, he kills maybe 1 Blood Warrior. When I pile an attack, I don't do too great. I do 2 wounds to him, so he's got 3 left, so not the best thing in the world. And then my Skull Grinder attacks, and kills. I put all but 1 wound onto the White King, so he's nearly dead now, but not quite there. And unfortunately, that is the end of the game right there. We totally ran out of time, and the place was closing, so we had to pack it in. Totaled up the points, and we were dead even, which was interesting. So a flat-out draw. I think if you determine it on victory points, I am the winner based on the fact that all I've lost in terms of a full unit is Scar Bloodwrath and my Aspiring Deathbringer, whereas he's lost 2 units of Graveguard, a unit of 20 skeletons. So I think points-wise they are more, but we didn't actually we didn't really elaborate beyond the points totals for the mission. So technically it is a draw, but a pretty good draw. That the Death Army is so difficult to get rid of because of the battle trait for them with the 6-up save, plus combined with the Standard Bearer, which is another 6-up save against wounds. So a lot of their stuff has an armor save, then a 6-up, then a 6-up. It's just brutal to try and get through. And then obviously they come back because they're undead. So yeah. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. Or you can follow me on Twitter at MoreWarGames for all the most recent updates. So thanks very much, guys, and I will see you soon.